One of the things that I practiced was laying on my bunk while I was in solitary confinement and almost rehearsing my death. I had seen other men that died in their cell of illness or cancer, whatever it was that they were going through. Some of them died in some sense of peace. And I noticed that others died in a sense of agony. I would practice laying down on my bunk and thinking about what it's going to feel like to take my last breath and understand that I'm going to be alone in a cell. I knew that when the time came that I would have to respond to God. I remember going in at the age of 16. I was so young. And then 20 years later, 25 years later, 28 years later, I saw a grown man. I started to see the wrinkles in my face.
Because they haven't been able to heal. We ripped a family member out of their lives permanently. And they're never going to be the same for that. I was one of the first guys, the first kids that got tried as an adult back when all the gang stuff was going on. And then going to board every time, Pierre's family, the man I killed, Pierre Fortier, his family would all show up. And then when Commissioner Roberts told me, we feel that you're no longer a danger to society, we're going to find you suitable for parole. They were so angry that they jumped up and stormed out the room and slammed the door behind them. So it wasn't one of those happy endings for me where the victim's family was like, we're okay with him coming home, or the DA was like, oh, he's a great guy now. And everybody was against me coming home.
But the reaction is understandable.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Like I said, seeing Pierre's family and just the pain on their face and just, I would just want to go crawl underneath a rock and hide. Spending decades in there, we're not used to being around our families. We know more about each other than our families know about us. And for me, there's still the awkward times with my own sisters, and where it's like having a conversation after a couple minutes on the phone, it's like
something that family will never understand, no matter how much we love them and how much we want them to understand. They're not going to understand it, bro. Not our relationships, not our wives, not our kids, not our mothers, just our brothers.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yep.
Leaving the gang lifestyle, you come face to face with your own reality, your own vulnerabilities, like I was saying earlier. Always going to be somebody better than you. There's always going to be somebody younger and quicker than you. You're not that guy no more. You're really not, and you never were.
I was 16 years old, and I chose to drive a car that night to hunt down another gang. We drove through a street, and we seen that there was a crowd standing in front of a house, and it was in one of our enemies' territories. We stopped and fired. We dumped the car, we hid the weapons. Undercover cop cars surrounded us. They put me in handcuffs, and as they walked me into a patrol car, I overheard, "Those are the ones that shot the young girl that died." And I couldn't believe what I heard. I hated gang members that shot innocent people. And then I hated myself for the next 28 years of my life.
You build trust with people by making promises and keeping them. I want to repeat this one because this is going to make a difference and change your life if you can keep it. Make promises, keep them. People start to think of you as a trustworthy and reliable person. In other words, somebody with character. You want to be successful in any business. You say you're going to do stuff and then you do it. And then you build on identifying what it is people need and helping them get it.
What I do day to day in mass liberation is I am connecting and teaching and helping others come to a place where they can believe in themselves.
Ask for something you need. One thing. So, this was really clear. It says, I want my parole shifted to be with my family. Really clear request. In other words, I want a car.
Financial security.
Financial support.
I would like to get the puppy.
Time with my family.
Spend more time with my daughters.
Peace.
Have time for my son.
My man here, Sammy, Sammy had a sentence of what?
At 29 years of life plus life.
29 years to life plus life, right? How long have you been out?
I've been out like what? Is it almost 3 years? now?
Almost 3 years?
Yeah, November. So I work at LAX. Man, I get to the job like an hour and a half before everybody, I got keys to the whole job site, man. I never had a key in my life. I got so many keys and stuff now, man, it's ridiculous. But like I said, I became trustworthy. I became dependable. And I got a $40,000 car that I really don't even want. I enjoy taking the bus. I enjoy taking the bus. I just look at it, but I just feel that car kind of like making me a little softer. Now I can get to place more easier. Well, I got 4 hours of my day now. What do I do with 4 hours? It's like, man, what do I do? So I went to prison at 16 years. I ain't never had nothing in my life, man. Nothing.
When you lose decades of your life to incarceration, you don't as easily take for granted some of the things in a free society that most people do. I like to think now that, in a sense, I have a leg up. It's not something that I would want anyone to go through, but at the same time, I kind of feel for a person because they have no understanding of how beautiful the sky is or how really good it feels to see the sun every morning.
Forgot how water moves. That's my man. Wow.
Okay, I'll put the bacon on the grill.
I can't do everything all the time.
But you do a great job, babe.
Then you like want your eggs a specific way.
No, that's not true. I
And
I
your-
like scrambled eggs, any eggs.
Can you give me the little whisk thingy? Whisk it.
Okay.
Whisk it away. See? Because you're like this.
Well, I don't know how to whisk.
Good job.
Thanks. When I met Darlene, I knew that there was something very special about her. Aside from her being super pretty, she gives of herself more than she gives to herself. Darlene was incarcerated when she was a teenager. When I did find that out, it made more sense to me why she understood me so well. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with a second chance at life that I don't deserve. Thank you for blessing me with the opportunity to see my parents, for them to see me come home. I want them to know that today I'm the reflection of who they raised me to be. And that's a good, kind, and decent man. I'm free. Just because you're free doesn't necessarily mean that you have set yourself free. I feel that I set myself free every day.